This is final project for Psych 339, and this is with Shula Marks, my cousin that I am interviewing. Hi.
Hi.
What brings you in today?
Oh, I'm overworked. So I'm trying my best.
Why do you feel overworked?
Because I am overworked. Suddenly everybody has woken up in the art world and decided that they wanted what they want, and they weren't thinking in advance. They were thinking about that the pandemic was going to keep everybody from buying things, and now suddenly the holiday season is coming and everybody wants everything now. And they think that I can just produce everything, because that's usually what I do.
So what I'm hearing is there's this expectation for you to perform in a certain manner, and that can be really stressful.
It is.
How has that stress been affecting you?
Well, I'm not sleeping because I'm afraid. I have a lot of things to think about, and it has to be done in a certain amount of time. I have to worry about whether the post office is going to get it there or not, whether we have the supplies to get it there. These are different times now. You know, we have to deal with supply chain issues, and I don't know. I can't depend on things I used to be able to depend on.
Right here is there's a lot of external factors that are causing you to be stressed.
Yes.
That can be really hard to manage in.
Mm-hmm.
So you talk about these external factors, and we talked about things that are out of our control and how you can control your thoughts to help yourself stay in control, right? Because one way we can think about it is there's these things happening to me, but I'm not the cause of what is happening to me, right? We have to think about how we control our thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So explain one of your thoughts that you have about this upcoming season, this upcoming holiday season.
Well, I'll tell you something even closer before the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing a big contract for something called Dragon Con right now. And they told me that they wanted it as their final date, August 26th. Yet they started on June 26th, saying that they wanted it then.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't think that I might be doing other things. And they've been hounding me with that. But there were so many other things in between. It's hard. It's hard to feel calm during any of that. So I pushed them in front of other people. It's also monotonous to make their thing. But, you know, they're very, very careful about detail, and it's not like you can be so artistic on this. This is just being like a machine to do what they want and when they want it, and jump, 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 which is what everybody's doing right now.
Yeah. From what you're saying, you feel like you're under a lot of pressure because of all these expectations. And if we think about it, it's like the tip of the iceberg that you feel there's expectations is up here. Then you have, you know, the external things. Things are in the middle that are things that are external factors, and biological layers down there, which is stress and other factors that are absolutely contributing to this tip of the iceberg situation that you feel you're in.
There's also something else.
Mm-hmm.
I got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got in a situation that I wasn't in any condition to stand up and cut glass. I could only keep my leg up in the air. I had a blood clot in my leg. So what could I do?
That must be very hard.
It is hard.
That was hard.
And you know what? The house here is on lots of different levels. Every time I have to go somewhere, it's 7 steps up, 7 steps down. Anytime. And then to get along that far distance, it's very, very tough. And so suddenly I'm being in a situation where I can't really put pressure on my leg in order to cut things. And everybody wanted it though.
So I hear you talking a lot about stress, and there are many challenges associated with stress. How would you define stress in your own words? A 3-word sentence.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a valid one. You don't know. Because sometimes we don't know how stress affects us. Take a minute and think about it.
I know that my sleep's not so good now.
So it's affecting sleep.
And I'm afraid to sleep because I wake myself up saying, oh my God, I better get up because I got to do this thing. I don't know if I have enough time to even do it.
So we got 2 thoughts so far. We have sleep and afraid. Can you name me one more?
Well, just under the gun. That's really what I feel like. Under the gun.
Sure. Okay. So we have these 3 thoughts together. We have sleep, we are afraid, and there's pressure. And these are all are things that you associated with stress.
Mm-hmm.
And these are common associations that we have with stress. Now, name me why you feel this is associated with stress.
Well, it is. I mean, I don't have, there's so much money involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't produce when they want to have it, they're not gonna, well, they'll sell it because they probably already sold it. But then they want to know that they're going to be able to get more of it in time for the holiday, and I'm going to have to keep going and keep going. But I was doing fine before I hurt my knee. And then when I hurt my knee, everything went down the drain.
So what I'm hearing is there's this big topic around money.
Yes.
And money appears to be the thing that is the stressor. And there are many different modalities that you're saying money is, talking about supply, demand, being able to keep up, which all contribute to this huge topic of stress. If we think about it, it's about trying to find a balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that you clearly say, I feel overwhelmed, I feel overworked about. Tell me why right now you don't feel a balance.
Well, it's not as easy to do things as I used to do them. You know, before I'd be doing things in advance, and I'd have everything ready, and I could just put it all together and just solder, and it would be fine. Now it's like, well, now they're very, very specific on what they want, so this is like going to take a lot more time than it would have taken, and it's not easy to do. I mean, I'm doing it, but it's not easy. There are extra steps required. They wanted the kaleidoscopes to glow. So I found a way to make it sparkle from the inside out when you look at it. And if any light shines on it, it glows like dragon fire. So, all right, special effects.
That must have been really stressful having to figure out how to make those special effects.
Yes, but I did it. I did it.
And that must have taken a lot of time and contributed to sleep, feeling afraid, and feeling those pressure. Which is,
well, you know, there's also a lot of stuff going on at the same. These guys aren't the only ones. There are 10 other guys waiting. This is the middle of hurricane season in the Virgin Islands, and suddenly everybody wants to order right now. I never heard of such a thing. This is the time when everybody does not order. As a matter of fact, they close up in the Virgin Islands. They don't order now. Now everybody did. So that's very strange. That already set off the balance. And then we have a very, very big virtual expo coming up on in the very, very beginning of September. And I want to know that I have every product up there, and I don't.
So you're talking about this balance between galleries and other places that you're exhibiting as well, and talking to this balance that you feel this pressure, you know. Why do you feel this element of pressure?
Well, if they get their orders on time, they can sell it, and then they can reorder it. And so then I make more money, and then we become more in demand, and I don't have to worry so much.
From what you're saying, this pressure you're feeling is related to money?
Some of it, well, it's business. Yeah.
Tell me what you're looking for in this business.
Well, I want to be able to sell things, and people like what I do, but I don't like controlling every aspect of what's going on right now. These guys even wanted me to cut dragon confetti to put in it. I said, I can't do that. And I don't use the word can't, because I can usually do that. But I'm not going to make dragon confetti to put inside a scope with a dragon on it and their logo. And yes, they've advertised it, so it's really putting the pressure on me that people are expected to get what they see.
Do you feel that things are out of your control when they have all these unrealistic demands?
Yes, unrealistic demands.
And these unrealistic demands, if we think about it, do cause high levels of stress. And if we think about it, the stress takes off this balance that you feel, and then it takes into your sleep. You feel afraid, you feel this pressure. Then it leads to other elements, such as then if I feel the stress, I'm going to have less money. You think about supply demand and all these other environmental concerns that are out of your control, that are therefore affecting your thoughts, causing you to have stress. If you think about it, a cyclic pattern of your thoughts that happen from things that are out of your control.
Yes.
So What are some of the ways that you manage things that are out of your control?
Well, I do things that calm me down during the day. I like to read a little bit early in the morning, and I like to sit on the deck and water the plants, which calms me down and grounds me. And I play with the cats a little bit.
Yeah, you play with the cats. What specific thoughts, because those are very good coping mechanisms that you're utilizing, and I want to acknowledge that you have really good skills to calm yourself down that really help to ground you and help you cope. So what specific thoughts do you have that calm yourself down?
I'm working on that. I don't have too many thoughts to calm myself down.
So it's an area for improvement.
Yes.
So what is one thought that you have that can keep yourself calm when things are out of your control?
Well, these guys really want this stuff. I'm not chasing them, they're chasing me.
So what you're saying, they want me.
They do.
So how does that make, so what is something that you can think? So saying they want you, the topic of you, right? So what is something that they're